Next question. What were the first responses to Jesus? There are three responses. The first response is Herod's. His response is self-interest. Self-interest. All he wants to know is, who's the one who claims to be king? And I need to know where he is at. And he is ultimately lying when he says, because I too want to go worship him. We'll see in the ensuing weeks as we study Matthew together, his real motivation is to kill Jesus. To kill Jesus. Because his only interest in Jesus is selfish. See, if Herod is a king and Jesus is a king, then Herod is a king who wants to destroy Jesus because he doesn't want any rivals to his throne. Like some of us, we want to be the proverbial king of our own life. We want to be in charge. We want to be the boss. We want to do what we want to do. We don't want anyone else to have any authority over us. That's Herod. He has only a selfish interest in Jesus. Is your interest in Jesus like that, only selfish? If you can use him for your own purposes, that's the only reason you'd be interested in him. If he heals me, I'm interested. If he gives me a spouse, I'm interested. If he allows us to have children, I'm interested. If he gets me a job, I'm interested. If he makes my life better, I'm interested. If he helps fulfill the vision I have for my life, then I'm interested. Otherwise, I'm not, because my only interest in Jesus is selfish interest. The second response is disinterest. It's a very curious telling of the story that these wise men come from the east and they arrive in the city and they're looking for the king. And he's not in the palace where you would expect the king to be. And he's not in the temple where you would expect the Jewish king to be. And so the scholars are assembled, the chief priests and the scribes, those who make their living doing what I get to do, studying and teaching the scriptures, the Old Testament Word of God. And they're assembled and the question is asked, where is Jesus to be born? And they go right to Micah 5:2. He's going to be born in Bethlehem. And it says that Herod was stirred up, concerned, at the birth of a king. And it says that as well, the city of Jerusalem was stirred up by this news of the birth of a king. Yet there's no indication that anyone else went to Bethlehem, including the Bible scholars. There's no indication that others went to investigate. They were disinterested. They were disinterested. How many of you would say you're disinterested in Jesus? Truly, you are. Your life and your days and your mind is consumed by other things. Your health, your job, your relationships, your well-being, your security, your appearance, your whatever. And you're disinterested in Jesus. You may know some facts. You may have been under some Bible teaching. You may even have the ability to quote the verses and to pass the quiz. But you're not compelled to pursue him. You're not going to be inconvenienced by him. You're not seeking and searching for him. You're disinterested. See, for them, Jesus was, in large part, more of a seemingly theological idea than a relationship. Facts they were to know, not someone they were to meet. Let me submit to you that was my life until I became a Christian at age 19. I knew a little bit of Bible. I could answer some of the basic Christmas questions, but I wasn't looking for Jesus. I wasn't going to meet with Jesus. I wasn't wanting to personally relate to Jesus. It was just a handful of facts, and I was more preoccupied with other things. Disinterested. And then the third reaction to Jesus is genuine interest. These three wise men, they're genuinely interested. I mean, they've traveled from the east, seemingly a long distance at a great expense and inconvenience. And they show up in Jerusalem. Where's Jesus? He's not here. And what they don't do is say, well, we looked, we tried, we're gone. Where might he be? Get the scholars together. We need to get more information. We're looking for him. Where is he? They're very determined to find him. Do you see that? He's in Bethlehem. Well, then we're going to travel there. We're going to keep looking, keep seeking, keep searching. We need to meet him. We need to find him. They're genuinely interested in Jesus. Friends, is your interest in Jesus a selfish interest, or is it disinterest or is it a genuine interest? You really want to get to know Jesus. You want to meet him.